Hello, guys. Ruth, thank you so much. Welcome. Good evening. So, guys, for those of you that have been following me, welcome. So, we have been making this dress from our live class. So, actually started this week. So now you can see we've finished it. So for those of you that have not seen the sewing part, you can check it on channel. Okay. Thank you so much, Ruth. Good evening. So this is the top part. And then the next thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to be sewing the skirt part. So we're actually going to be draping it. That's what we'll sew a straight skirt first. And then I'm just trying to measure and then we'll do some drape. Okay, 436. So this is like, so what we have here now is like 4.5, and then we are going to add drapes to it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now, I'm going to guys how to cut and sew the straight skirt so you can see it from the picture on our thumbnail. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so like I showed you guys and I just showed you guys, so this is the fabric that we're going to be making use of, is a damask. So we'll dry, so we'll be doing it on our, we'll do it on our, what do you call it, on our lining. So I'm marking with, so what I want to do, I want to flip, yes, I want to flip my camera. Okay, so that we can use, we can mark it on our lining piece. Okay, so that's my lining. So I'm just trying to make sure that we can see. Okay, so I just want to make sure, I want everything to be inside. Okay, so that is our, so that's the fabric we're going to be use of. So good evening. For those of you that are just joining, you guys should please like this video, okay? I would appreciate it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, so we're going to cut the back and the front. We're going to cut together. So since I'm making use of a free hand, so my fabric is folded too. I'm making use of a free hand. So you can see what I have for the difference between the back and the front. I'm using just 2 inches. Okay, so the next thing I am going to do, I am going to do my marking. The first thing here, we're going to mark a straight line like this. So this straight line is going to be our waistline. Okay, so let's see if you I just want to double check that you guys can see what I am doing. Okay, so that's the straight line. And then the next line we're going to mark from this point, we're going to mark our hip line. So for the hip line, I'm going to make use of 10 inches. So this is my 10 inches. And then the next measurement I'm going to mark here, I'm going to mark 18. And then the full length of my skirt, I'm making use of 41 inches. Okay, so I'm going to make it 40. I'll just make it 42. I'm just trying it. Yes, let me make it 40. So I'll use my ruler like this just to mark all of my lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the waist part like this. So the waist measurement that I'm making use of, the waist is 34. So we'll divide 34 into 4. And then I'm going to take it. So this is the front and then this is the back. So 34 inches. I'll mark it like this. And then I'm going to add just like 2.5 inches. I'll use 1 inch for allowance. Okay. Okay, no, let me just do that. 1 inch for and that, and then I'll add 2 inches for allowance because I want to sew it and turn it. I'll mark it this way. And then I'm using 39 inches for my hip. So I'm just going to approximate it to be 40. So which is 10 inches like this. 1 inch for that. And then I'll add my 2 inches sewing ones like that. And then for the hip line, just going to take, I'll measure what I have here. That's 13 inches. So I'm going to take out 2 inches from what I have there. So when I take out 2 inches, I'm going to have 11 inches. Okay, I'll mark it that way. And then I'm going to join all of these lines. So for you that are just joining, you're welcome. Please let me know where you're watching me from. I would appreciate it You guys should please like this video. Can you see the way I'm connecting the lines? Can you see? So this part you don't want it sharp, so just a little bit of blend. So for the down part, depends on how wide you want the down part of your skirt to be. Okay, so I'm going to check here, and then we are going to just use 12, which is, by the way, 12. Just want to check how wide 24 is, so you can see. Because most times I really don't like skirts that are too wide. I'm trying to see if I have any long skirts here. No, I don't have any one up on the hanger. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to connect those lines together. Okay, so can you see? So most times my straight skirt, I like the towards the down, I always like it to open out a little bit. You understand? So the reason why I normally do this is the skirt is not going to be too slim. But if you want to make it very slim, you can just maintain your line and then take it straight like this. But you can see the way I opened up a little bit. I always like doing that. It gives the skirt one kind of fit and balance. Okay. So the thing I'm going to do, I'll come to this part. I want to mark my dart. I'm going to use 4 inches. I'll mark it that way. So this is just the simple way. So I'll cut this out. So I'll cut this out now. Okay. You have not missed, oh, cheesy glow. You have not missed. We just started drafting the straight skirt. So I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut this out and then we will cut it on our damask and stitching is a simple process. So I'll just cut this out like this. Okay, so I am cutting the back and the front together, like I said. So for the back, I want to add a slit to the back, okay? So in order for me to add that to the back, let me show you guys what I am going to do. I'm just going to take this like this. So this is my back piece, okay? So for that back, I think I'll do it. I think I prefer to do it on the, yes, let me do it on the fabric. Okay, so now let's transfer this. Now let's cut out our damask. So I'm